Hey, it's Hunt. You found Hunt on Saints. We're talking black and gold football. Do us a favor. Hit the like button, share your comments below, and hit that subscription button so you can get all of our content. Enjoy. Fun. So let's not talk about that. Let's talk about the Saints. Speaking of not a lot of fun, Willie Gay Jr. Missed Saints practice today, which was news to those who were there and reporting on it. Ross Jackson has an attendance report up at louisianasports.net right now. You can go check that out for free if you want to. But Willie Gay was not there. Dennis Allen spoke with the media afterwards and said that Gay was dealing with an injury and that he was not going to disclose any specifics on it. The Saints don't have to release an injury report until Wednesday of this week for their opener on Sunday. So we'll learn more about Willie Gay coming up on Wednesday. But that's not great news. You feel really good about where the Saints are at linebacker. Obviously, Demario Davis, when healthy, which is always until this camp, is as good an inside back as there is in the NFL, and he's expected to be ready to go in the game on Sunday. Pete Werner has had a nice camp, and the Saints feel really good about him, signed him to a new deal, so that's a guy that they really trust. And then Willie Gay has been a great signing. They brought him in from Kansas City, and he's looked excellent so far in camp. And those three give the Saints defense a really solid core right there in the middle. But you're talking about an injury that Dennis Allen didn't want to talk about. And that just allows me to speculate. This is certainly not sourced or any confirmed information. But I feel like if it was an absolute nothing burger, Dennis Allen would have said, yeah, no big deal. He'll be back on Tuesday. But to say, yeah, we're not going to talk about it, that makes me feel a little bit nervous about where things are at this point in the week. It's a long way from game day, but the Saints would really like to have Willie Gay available to them in game one against Carolina. Other players that were not seen during the practice portion, Colin Saunders is not there. We understand he's injured and is going to miss a little bit of time. That's why the Saints made the move that they did. DeMarco Jackson was not there. Jalen Ford not there either. There were a couple of guys that were there. Nick Saldiveri made his return to the field. Media only saw the individuals there, but he was there and was limited in his participation. Isaiah Stallbird was there as well. Two guys that were there but not participating were Dallin Holker and Kendre Miller. Of course, Kendre Miller is on IR at this point, so you don't expect to see him doing much of anything for a while. Every time we bring up Kendre Miller, I kind of bristle, and maybe that's unfair because you're hurt. There's not much you can do once you're hurt. You just got to let it heal. You got to wait, and it just feels like it's been forever since we could see anything from Kendre Miller. The first 5 minutes of camp, he misses the entirety of training camp and preseason practice and a couple of weeks of the season. That just seems almost impossible for someone to get hurt in a non-contact portion of drill with no pads on and miss 8 weeks. But here we are, and the Saints obviously think enough of him to keep him around at this point. This is not new news, obviously. We've known about Kendre Miller in this situation for weeks, but every time it gets brought up, I'm like, oh, this guy could have anybody out there actually practicing, but they're not here. And so that's kind of the news of the day for New Orleans. We'll see if we can get an update on Willie Gay as of Wednesday. Certainly tomorrow we'll chat with Sharif Ishak about the Saints. Luke will join us on Thursday, and we'll have some more information as the Saints crank things up at noon at home against Carolina coming up this week. I'm trying to conjure up some excitement for the Saints opener. They really need to win it, by the way. We'll talk about it as the week progresses. But the Saints, who dealt with a litany of injuries throughout camp, none that seemed too significant, appear to be kind of rounding back into form as far as health goes, and they should be relatively healthy, as you would expect and hope, in week one of the season that cranks up on Sunday. Hey, it's on. Thanks for watching Hunt on Saints. Before you leave, help us out a little bit. Hit that like button, leave your comments in the section below, and hit that subscribe button so you get all our content right here from Hunt on Saints. We'll see you next time.